So Elena had several questions, and let's see if we can sort this out. So she's getting a message from her guides about traveling and moving forward, and how there's this big expansion coming in her life. And she's saying, hey guys, wait a minute. In all of the probably 300,000 lives I've lived, I don't have any experience with this particular thing. How do I figure this out? How do I know what to do? So let's see what they have to say about that before we go to the next one. That's kind of a lot of a question to wrap our minds around here. So what can you share with Elena to help her with this big transition she's moving into? I'm seeing you do the backstroke, Elena. You're in the water and you're wearing this, it's like a teal colored swimsuit, very specific, with a square neckline and fat little straps. And you're doing the backstroke, and you've got this serene smile on your face. So it's like you have finally found the key to rising above the crap, and you're doing the backstroke. So you're not engaging with all the negative energy. You've risen above it. That's what this is about for you, Elena. Rise above that stuff. You did not come here to engage with all of that negativity and all of that jockeying for position and all that third dimensional stuff. You are sixth dimensional already, Elena. It's there for you, but you've been staying here stuck in the third dimensional. So allow your soul to rise up and embrace that sixth dimensional energy. And from that perspective, you'll have an easier time making choices. Right now, it's like you're in the weeds, you're down in the weeds and you can't see outside of that. So rise up, relax, do your backstroke, and just keep doing that in that flow until you get that inspiration about what to do next. And you will feel it. You'll feel it deeply in your gut because you've got great intuition. It's just all of that busyness and chaos of the third dimension has been distracting you. So stop letting it distract you. Stop running around like a mouse in a wheel or a hamster in a cage, right? In a maze, rather, a hamster in a maze. That's what I'm getting for you, Elena. It's been like the hamster in the maze for far too long. And what you didn't get was, okay, so I'm seeing this little hamster running around this maze, right? And here comes this toy helicopter, and it comes down and it drops a ladder and grabs a hold of the hamster and pulls it right up out of that maze. So your rescue was right there waiting to pull you up, and they're going to take you out of that stuff and put you down into a more conducive environment to getting clarity and peace, and then allowing your voice, because your voice needs to come out, Elena. It's been, stop it. It's like you're wearing duct tape over your mouth. Rip that sucker off and start using your voice. Now they're singing to you. A choir of angels is singing to you. It's the Elena song. And they're telling you how magical you are and how marvelous you are. But you got to get out of that maze, Elena. Allow your energy to just lift you right up out of it, like the helicopter pulled you out, right? Start using your voice. Stop second guessing and doubting yourself. That's been a big problem for you, that ego in your ear. And just, pat her on the head and say thank you, but no thank you. Not right now, because we're moving on. We've got another mission to fulfill, because it's way past time to start doing that. I hope that makes sense, Elena. So then the next question Elena has is that in a past time, she was being guided to teach and see clients, something about as put forth by Red Cloud. So is she still on target to do that? Is that the way that would be the highest and best for her soul? Interacting with the Red Cloud teachings and sharing that with the world. I'm getting a big no on that, Elena. No, because you didn't come here to share other people's teachings. You came here to teach from your body of wisdom and knowledge and share that with the world. You didn't come here just to, repeat what other people have already brought. We're in a new time, in a new energetic space. Red Cloud had a different energetic space and a different perspective. So you might take pieces of what you learned from Red Cloud and incorporate it. You don't throw it all away, because it's always building on what's come before. And I'm kind of getting, I think you were Red Cloud, Elena. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Maybe that's why you're drawn to those teachings. So you can take that and build upon it, but your message to the world is more expansive and it's needed really badly right now. So it's like, Elena, get moving already. It's like they're pushing you almost, encouraging you. And I'm seeing them with the fans. Okay, there's something about those fans, Elena. I don't know what it means, but you will know what it means. Those fans that you make, right? So they're showing me, they're fanning you with those feather fans that you make and saying, come on, let's go, honey. It's time. We got stuff to do. And then she asked, what does it mean that they called her the Shining One? Okay. Okay, so that ties in with what they just said. This is about you being that beacon, right? When you take off that cover you got on your third eye, it's going to be a beacon. It's going to shine out to the world to share your teachings, and it's going to call in those who need what you have to offer. But you've got that covered up. You're not allowing it to shine because you're afraid. You're afraid that you're going to get killed or, cast out of society or something if you allow people to see that light, because that makes you different from everybody else, right? But that's okay, Elena. You didn't come here to be like everybody else. You came here on your own specific mission. You have a purpose grander than the average soul does. You got this assignment many, many lifetimes ago, and it's time to get moving on it already, because you've been spinning your wheels and pitching mud all over the place for too long. You got to get moving. Okay, and there's one more piece here. Her guide said to her that she's in uncharted territory. This is all new. And so her soul doesn't have a concept of what to do, because she's coming into an age, approaching a space of expansion that she's never been before. Well, that's the truth of all souls, Elena. If we're expanding on our journey, our consciousness is expanding, we're all in a place we've never been before. That's the whole point. So don't let that scare you. All of us are flying blind in that respect, but we've got our guides, so we're not truly blind. And just like in a message for somebody earlier, they talked about they'll be right at your elbows, guiding you and helping you course correct if you get off track. So don't worry about it. Just go out and let your intuition help you to move forward in the most empowered way and to shine that third eye light to the world and get your message out there already, because people are dying waiting for your message. I'm seeing them. Oh my gosh, it's like they're all in the desert and they're withering from the lack of water and too much sun, right? They're just being beat down by the world. They need you to bring this message. They need you to water them like the plants, right? To bring that nourishment and that enrichment to their lives so that they too can move forward on their soul journey. So as long as you are dithering about, spinning your wheels in the mud, you're actually denying all those souls that opportunity. And that's a big thing to carry, isn't it? But your soul agreed to this long ago. So it's perfectly in alignment with who you are and what you intended to accomplish. It's just getting over yourself already and moving forward. And she said she feels like she's flying by the seat of her pants, literally. And yeah, we all do at times, Elena. And I talked earlier about entrepreneurship. It's like diving into the deep end of the pool and you're afraid you're going to drown, but your guides are not going to let you drown. They're going to be there lifting you up. They'll bring you oxygen if they have to, whatever it takes. They're not going to desert you. They'll always be there. And I'm feeling that there's that fear of being deserted, being left all alone. Never. You've never been alone. They've always been there. You just weren't aware of it because you were caught up in that spinning vortex and you couldn't see it. That vortex of fear that's kept you plastered in place, sinking in the mud. But you are so much more than that. You are this high priestess, and it's time to rise up out of the mud like the phoenix, right? Time for you to come forward and share your gift with the world. So I hope that helps, Elena. Let me know.